people are looking kind of for like basically they want you to do something for them, or as opposed to like, 'cause my only advice is the real advice, which is the advice I would give myself, which is that like if you don't love it and you don't love every second of it, then you should not be doing it.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for something to get out of this that you can't find easily, then you are going to be a very sad rocker.
Ooh, welcome everybody to Casting for Two, the podcast, as always, hosted by me, Chris. Welcome to episode number 574 of the podcast. We have a wonderful episode for you all today. I'm just going to start talking about my guest because I love this man. He is a wonderful person, and it's Ben Gray from the band Dear Boy. He's back again, making his third appearance on the podcast, and the band Dear Boy has a new album coming out, Celebrator, on 10/17, so Friday. But I wanted to put this out early because I make my own rules, and I have listened to the album at the time of this recording. I hadn't, but now I have, and it's wonderful. I picked up the vinyl. I'm so excited. Ben is just such a wonderful person, and we've chatted over the years, and I've gotten to know more about him, and just I think the world of him, and there's only a certain amount of people that I think the world of, and Ben certainly is in that category. So yeah, I'm excited for you all to listen. Again, the Celebrator out this Friday, or if it's past Friday, it's available now. So what are you doing? Go pick it up. And yeah, I'm done talking because we needed to get into this episode. All right, so everybody sit back, relax, and Ben, take it away. Yeah. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Benjamin, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm all right. Just kind of hanging in there. It's been a year. So
yeah. Whatever do you need?
There's personal stuff, political stuff, and I'm just like, Can we just get a fucking break, please?
I know. My year started with the LA fires on my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
It set a tone.
Yes. Yeah.
So, but I'm happy to hear that you're hanging in there.
How, and you're, like, everything's okay? Your house for the fires, or?
We're okay.
Okay.
We're okay. We have a lot of friends who experienced something devastating. So, it's been a lot just to sort of absorb all the other things that are happening to people close to you, but we personally are okay.
Oh, okay. It's, I not being over there, I didn't, just kind of seeing the aftermath and everything, it was just like, oh, like, that's crazy. But then a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago, I was like, oh, let me check up on this YouTuber who I haven't watched in a while. And his house was ruined, was gone. And it hit me like, oh, whoa, okay. Like, this is like, I don't think I fully comprehended it, the damage, until I saw it, and I was just like, fuck.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard even here, because it's like LA's so big, so there's like big, like, there's just so much of it is fine and was immediately fine, but it's, you kind of know, until you see it, you kind of don't really it's nuts. I mean, there's really no way to talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. um, yeah, it is gnarly and it's ongoing. So like, yeah, it'll take a lot of support for a long time. But
Yeah.
my wife and I and our dog we are okay. So
Good.
we take.
Yeah. Okay. And look. You start however this starts. Whatever. That's. I don't know. I don't want to be like, ooh, I'm in a dark place, but I'm like, ugh, like it's just wild everything that's going on, and I don't know before the pandemic hit, I was really good at hiding everything, and then post pandemic, I'm like, let's just talk about it. I can't hide the fact that I'm pissed off or mad or all this.
No, not at all. I'm glad. I mean, we can go anywhere you'd like. And I do think that talking about it is the healthy thing. Or it's weird to not pretend
right.
like everything's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please, you can say anything you'd like, and thanks for sharing that.
Oh, yeah, of course, dude. Of course. But you're one of my favorite people. I'll just say that because you're like, I don't want to say I'm jealous, but you're not only you're a musician, which is like automatic cool points, but you're also funny, and that angers me because I'm like, you know what? Give him one thing. Don't make him funny as well. Just like
about me that sucks.
like okay, he plays guitar, that should be enough. Okay, he writes music, okay, and now it's like, oh, he's funny, crap. Okay, whatever.
Don't worry, I disappoint in a lot of other areas, so
it's all good. No, so but again, like any chance I can talk to you, I'm certainly gonna take it. Of course. And so you're in New York. Currently, right now, as of this recording. What are you doing over there? Are you just you felt like pizza or what?
Well, so yeah, I'm here for some band press stuff, and then I'm here for like also a mystery project, but and then there's a third thing which may change the dynamic of our friendship forever, but I love leaves, so I'm turning this sort of semi-work trip into so I can see some fall. So I'm gonna head up north this weekend,
nice.
Like Vermont or something, just so I can be with myself and see some leaves.
Look, I as somebody who grew up in Oregon, I get having seasons is wonderful. It's been like, I don't know, triple digits. Everything's burning. And I live in Texas now, so it's just not fun. And when the rains came, I got all excited while people were getting freaked out. And bad things happen, unfortunately, when the rains came. But I'm just like, we're getting seasons. Everybody just deal with it. It happens.
Dude, I had a thing like, it's weird. I grew up in Los Angeles, and I don't know what it was. I just always romanticized what it would be like to be under a falling orange leaf. And I hadn't really seen one, like, I hadn't really experienced it until a few years ago when I went to Rhode Island just to see leaves, and I had like an embarrassingly spiritual experience. Very my wife and I were my eyes started welling up, and I'm like, what is this? I'm so yeah, I don't know if this is something anyone wants to know about me, but yeah, I just now I crave it so much, and so I'm here. Dude, hearing these words come out of my mouth is so
like I said, dude, I get it. I get nature and like I wish I could see the leaves. There's no leaves here. Trees die before they can grow leaves, And it's just like, all right, whatever. Yeah, so I get it. If enjoy, you plus it makes you happy, so why not?
Thank you, man. You actually have made me feel better because I these things that I do that I do them and then I don't speak them, and now that
Mm.
I'm in an empty hotel room, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Here's the thing. Wood grain, wood texture. That's kind of my, I don't know, like peaceful, like ideal kind of texture and thing to look at. I loved it so much I got a tattoo of it.
oh no way.
And oh yeah, and I my one of my friends was just like, "What does it mean?" I'm like, "What? Your tattoo? What does it symbolize?" And I didn't have the heart to tell him it's a tattoo, and I got it, and I liked the wood texture. So I made
It,
up a fake story, as in like, oh yeah, like, I don't even remember. This is years and years ago, but I'm like, not every tattoo has to mean something. Okay, I like wood texture. I got it on my body. There we go. That's it. End of the
I do.
story.
I mean, totally, and I do love when you have friends that are aggressive about stuff like that.
uh,
This pass was for me. Is this going to appease what I believe to be a valid tattoo?
yeah, right. And so yeah, and then my next tattoo was of Chewbacca. I'm like, okay, what does this mean? I'm like, it's Star Wars. That's it. That's all it is. So everyone calm down. Uh, which he didn't ask me, but I feel like it was so out there, he didn't have to. He's like, oh, okay, Star Wars, cool.
If you need to get him on the line, I'm here to defend your wood texture tattoo. So just know,
He probably forgot it, so no worries.
I'll never forget. So, but
I'm the same way. I never forget. I'm the worst person to get into an argument with because I bring the receipts. I remember things that you said to me years ago. I'm like, wait, but what if you think this, but you said you like this? I'm just like, I'm gonna throw the receipts out. So
insane, dude. I mean, my brain is full of receipts going on. I'm trying to do better with that. I'm trying to like shake them loose, but whatever, man. What's up? What are we doing?
what are we doing? Well, so this is I'm in a gray, no pun intended, but I'm in a gray area because I haven't listened to the album. I have had zero access to it.
Oh,
But as always, I'm super excited. Just because, again, like wonderful music, and I'm not jealous, but no. I'm just curious. You mentioned that you do solo stuff, and I'm just I'm just curious. Is there ever a time when you're working on a Dear Boy song and you're just like, this probably would sound better as a solo kind of thing, or vice versa? It's just like, if I give this to the Dear Boys, I can take this one from me.
also, I just want I want to applaud you. That is exactly how my inner voice sounds.
Yes.
That's exactly. Um, no, yes, I think like on this album, so when first of all, I'll send you the record so that you can hear it. But when we got back together to make this, I tried hard not to bring anything in. There were a couple things I brought in, but when we all sat together, we just were like, I think because when we made Forever Sometimes, we weren't signed at the time that we were making it. So it was all of our own money. There was so much pressure because we were having to be shopping the album. So like we were kind of shepherding songs that we had written since the beginning of the band that we were always saving for our full length in our minds, So like by the time we made them, we were trying to interpret basically like 6 or 7 years worth of material into like a fresh thing. So like the practice of making it was very difficult and very long. We spent maybe a year recording it every single day, and took a major toll.
Mm.
And so I mean, like, I like that record a lot and I'm really happy that it exists, but it was very challenging. So like when we sat down to write this album, we were in this space of like, well, what is music? What does our music sound like? And what do we want to make if we have nothing to pull from? So
Right.
when we first started sitting around, Austin would bring in some riffs, and then I brought in some songs that I thought might be solo songs for me. And we just started channeling an idea and a sound, and sort of a vision came together pretty quickly. And we just wanted to have fun, and we just wanted to make something loud and fuzzy and a lot more groove based. So things started just happening. So to answer your question, a couple songs were going to be solo songs of mine that I did put into or bring to the fold. But once you do that, the way that everybody in the band, you know, it changes directions very quickly, and it becomes a group thing. I don't think, you know what, actually, there might be one or two songs that didn't make the album that might find their way into something, a solo project of mine. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, like I think three songs were solo songs of mine that then became Celebrator songs.
And you know, you mentioned with the last album, it was, you know, you guys, your own money, versus this time you signed with a record label. Was there a sense of at least some of the pressures off, because like, okay, well, you know, we're with the label now, and you know, we got label money. I'm not going to say it's a huge surplus, but it's like, okay, one less thing to worry about.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, yes, it was really, really nice. I mean, we weren't making, you know, like a Def Leppard record, but it's, you know, to have any dollar to make anything, really cool. And we were able to work with an outside producer for really the first time. So for that to be off the table, and for the money pressure to be off the table, and to have, you know, like 2.5 weeks, or probably 3 weeks of studio time altogether, and have that be paid for, and to have a team that really loved the demos and believes in our thing, all of that is kind of wind in the sails that we never had before. And you know, we were an independent band for so long, and to the point where people, you know, love to add, like, while we were getting quietly bigger, I don't want to say underground, but like, you know, under the frequency of where people might notice. And up until we got signed, I mean, people would still, you know, I'd go to parties and stuff and be like, "Oh, you still doing that?" And you're like, "Oh, it's my life's passion." It's like, yeah.
You mean the thing that I was born to do? Yeah, I guess I'm still doing it.
What if you don't make it? And I'm like, make it is not, it's not a transactional relationship. It's a lifelong endeavor, whether or not you give a shit or not.
Right.
But so to have, and also, you know, when you're making an album on your own, you're funding it. You know, I had to take a credit card loan out just so that I could get it mixed. And like, once you do things like that, it puts an undue pressure on the creative. So like the band and I, we don't fight, but every micro decision was life or death, you know, because we wanted it to go, and we wanted it to find a home, and we wanted to be reimbursed so that we could pay off our debts. So like, you know, those are things that bands really shouldn't be tasked with doing. So we didn't know what it was like to write to write a record with the intention of just like, well, we know this has a home, and we know this is going to come out. So like, what do we want to make with no pressure at all? And it turns out this, and it's truly the most fun. Like, I know people in bands say this kind of stuff all the time, but like, really, like, I cannot believe how much fun it was to make. And we were cracking up all the time. We've tracked it all live. So the arrangements got thrown out and then thrown back in, like things we would do a take and then we would come into the control room and then the speakers tell you what's good and what's bad. So like we could fix things on the fly. And it was like the most playful environment to be making music. It really was like being 13 years old again with no one watching you and like no pressure at all. And we had this one song that was going to be so deeply arranged with all this extra music we wanted to do, and then you're just like, oh, it doesn't work like that. We're taking all the music out, and it's then like a very like kind of slow, fuzzy, pulsy thing, and like it just things change so quickly, and it was really exciting. And a lot of that credit goes to our producer Aaron, who is just an amazing. Amazing collaborator. And we did 4 songs in LA, and then we did the other 6 in Brooklyn. And it was a blast.
Okay. I mean, I want to hear more about that, but I have to know, if you didn't make it in music, what would you do? What would be your occupation? Like what? Librarian? Like maybe? I don't know.
Librarian for a little bit, actually.
Oh.
I've done it all, baby. I mean, I would be writing. It's like that was always my way into anything creative as prose. So I was doing that when I was a really young thing, and I was an English major at school before I dropped out to start rocking. But yeah, I mean, I would be pursuing something. It would be some sort of Don Quixote thing. Like I couldn't be in finance. Like it's just not. I couldn't. I'm not good at. This is what I'm saying. Like I'm not really good at anything. Except I'm really good at like things that bring in no dollars. Like I can cook really well. I can do like things that don't like. I feel so bad. Like, some years have I made dollars with music, and when that's happened, it's been so baffling because my wife has been the breadwinner of our family for so long, and I just look at her sometimes, and I'll just be like, "I'm so sorry." I'll be like, working on. I'll be like, "Oh well, I've got this poem I just finished for no reason." She's like, "Oh, nice." And I'll be like, "Yeah." But anytime I bring dollars in, it's very exciting for the band. And it has happened. So like I've been fortunate enough to, with this band, made some money. But I think if you averaged out what I made in like the 10 years this band has been a band hourly, I would owe like $1 billion.
No, look, I get it. My girlfriend, who I live with, who is amazing, she's really the person that brings everything in. And I pay bills. I not to brag, I'm paying the electricity bill currently right now. So, but I get it. Just being like, I don't know what I do. And there's so much pressure on the word of like it. I need to make it. And this is partly why I hate reality music competition shows, because there's always one person who's like, this is my last chance. Like, why? What is a bomb gonna blow up in your head? Like, why do you need to go on this show or else you're done? Like, you can still do it.
Exactly.
But nah.
Well, you're right. I mean, I think this is one of my big beefs in general. I think I've been put in a strange position a few times. I shouldn't say it's strange, but people have asked me for advice in music before. Like I've actually had a lot of that where people are looking kind of for like basically they want you to do something for them, or as opposed to like, my only advice is the real advice, which is the advice I would give myself, which is that like, if you don't love it and you don't love every second of it, then you should not be doing it.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for something to get out of this that you can't find easily, then you are going to be a very sad rocker. Because, you know, and I've been guilty of this too, because if you're hungry and you want this to be a reality, then that stuff creeps in, and then you realize that you're on a path of trying to look for something transactional, which is not healthy at all. Like, when we, for me, and this might sound like bullshit, it is not. Like, my favorite stuff in this band and music in general is writing songs with my friends, watching alchemy happen, seeing the songs come to life, laughing with them, having like these experiences, making memories with them, like, that is it. And when I look at my life and I look at my career, I'm so lucky. And it's like, I'm very ambitious and I do want us to do more cool things, but they're not for any reason that I would find icky. Like, they're just so that we can laugh and have an experience. And that truly is really the best part. And you can say that, but if you don't believe it, then you're in trouble, because if these are my bros, Lucy Austin Keith are my bros. And so anything we get to do is just, and even when disaster strikes, like when we played this massive show in Mexico City with our friends and Hello Seahorse, this is in October, maybe 2 years ago, we're playing Pepsi, and it's like 8,000 people, and our gear had not arrived. Like, we had rented gear. And so we were standing, the auditorium was full, and we were standing on the side stage like 10 minutes before set time, and we had no gear, and we were just cracking up. Like, that is, like, we were like imagining what we would have to do. And then the gear miraculously arrived, and they were setting it. We had no sound check, no line check, and we were just laughing because, like, we're like, what is this going to be? Like, one of the biggest shows we ever played, and it's like, we don't even know if it makes sound or what that sound will be. The first chord that we hit will be heard by the entire room. So we're just like, well, we'll guess. And if for those kinds of moments, they're so fun.
Yeah.
And you look at it like that, as just a fun playtime thing, then you're going to have a very happy life. And if you look at it like making it is, is playing for 10 people. And if they're do it, like, that is, you've already done it. And if you had a great night and you're like, that was really cool, and I expressed myself and that was rad, then that's it. And if you don't believe that, then you're in trouble.
Yeah. It's, I can relate, because I love the fact that you and the rest of the band you're on the same level of, this is out of our control, so why not just kind of like, hey, we'll see. I always feel that way when, I can't control everything. There's things that are out of my grasp, and life is gonna life, of course. So, all right, let's just go along with it and see what happens. And I love that. I think that's a healthy mentality to have.
It's true. I feel it's not, and look, it's not always that way. I'm not going to say it's all, I'm not perfect. And I do sometimes get swept up in things that are out of my control. But, I do my best to kind of, to check myself, because, I don't know. It's just, I'm reticent to start saying a few things, but I'll just say them because they sound so, I don't know. It sounds weird, but like, it is a very sacred thing to be a part of a music community and to put music out into the world, whether or not people embrace it with open arms or not. Like, we are happy if, we've luckily been steadily growing for 10 years. So like, that's nice. But like, if we don't become the biggest thing on earth in the next year, and we are a band that you discover in like a record rack or something in 2030, it's like, whatever. It's like, we are part of that tradition that we really, really value. And so those are the things that are out of your control. And all I know is what we do, what we can control is the music that we make and how hard we work on it, and how we do our best to express ourselves for real. And that's our job. So knowing, like with this album, we know we did the best job we could possibly do.
Mm-hmm.
And so everything that comes afterwards is as I would say, is frosting, because our part is done.
Yeah.
And anytime we have to have a conversation about like streaming or whatever, like I kind of tune out, because I don't care.
Yeah.
It's really, like, and that sounds made up, but like I really don't. And I don't want that kind of stuff, because when you see us play, our shows are kind of where you see what our world looks like. And that's what's real to me. So when we get to play and do our thing, then that's the best.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. So now let's talk about streaming. Beep beep boop bop. Turning off. No. When
So fun.
well, so when you create music, do you feel like expressing something from within yourself, or do you feel more like you're discovering something that already exists and you're just kind of bringing it out into the world?
Interesting. I don't really know how to answer that. I feel like it's one of those, I've been doing it long enough now to where I know when it's happening. A lot of times things catch you off guard, or they catch you by surprise, what you actually are writing about. You kind of, if you do it for a long time, you start to know when it's finished. Like, so the way we write songs, or the way I write melodies, it's melody first always for me. And then I sometimes you'll get lucky, and sometimes I'll find something immediately that is like either a phrase or one line or something, and you don't really question why that happened. You just know to preserve it.
Yeah.
You're like, something made me want to do that, and now it's my job to figure out why. And sometimes like months later, you realize what you're actually writing about, but you're just sort of pickpocketing in the dark. If you're just looking for little clues, and when you're putting it all together, you know when it's finished. For me, that's just an instinct thing. But I usually will only pursue something if I know why I'm pursuing it conceptually.
Yeah.
There always is a reason. I have to figure out what it is that I'm doing, at least on some level. And then a lot of times what I think I'm doing is actually not what I'm actually doing. And then I'm like, oh, it's this. That's why I did that. But you have to listen to your own intuition.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like artists kind of get it when you're just like, oh, I listen to my gut. I know in my soul, whatever word for self there is out there. I know to trust me. And I don't know. I feel like that kind of gets lost for some people.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like, yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I feel like we truly do know the way out of or into certain situations. Like, we just have to listen to ourselves.
Yeah. Yes, I agree. I think that music is it's one of those things you don't want to know too much about either. Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody, but for me, I like there's a mystery to the way things work, and I don't like to overanalyze them. But that just keeps it interesting for me. I mean, I don't know what it's like for other people, but like, when you first hear music and you start making music as a kid, you don't know anything, and you kind of can't believe that these disparate parts can like all work together to make something to, that you would feel. Like you just can't believe it. I just remember the first band I ever joined. I overheard them practicing. I was in 7th grade, and I overheard them practicing at school, and they were playing. They were just playing like an alt rock ballad with drums, and I had never heard the song, and I just like couldn't believe how cool it was, and the hairs on my neck stood up, and I that was it. I just started chasing that feeling, and I didn't know why or how I was going to be able to contribute, but that type of experience is the thing you're always trying to replicate without knowing too much.
Yeah.
Do I sound insane? Does this all sound like the most obvious?
No, I mean, it makes sense to me. I remember when I was in film school, and I wanted to recreate that feeling of, when you're a kid, you're getting in trouble and you go to the principal's office. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying I was a bad kid, but I've been to the principal's office. But it was just like such a specific feeling that I felt the floor slant on me when I was sitting in a chair, that I was like, I want to feel that again, because it was just a crazy experience. And I get it. There's things that we can pull from that when you have that instinct, you just know. So yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. I get it.
I just love it, like when musicians talk about their work, and it's like so obvious. They're like, yeah, I just really want to I'm doing it.
So look, I mean, I love. I don't consider myself a musician because I'm currently by myself, and I don't.
Do you play music though, right?
I've played drums. What year is it? For like 23 years. So, but I don't have. I'm a jammer. I grew up with a jazz background, so I like to improv with people. So awesome. Drumming by myself is just like, I don't know. But I love. I'm not a musician. I like hearing more, and yeah, I know. I like listening to it all, and so yeah, I get what you're saying. Now, I don't want to put you on the spot.
You can.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. No, no. So I've been watching your music videos for some time, and I just want to. I want to be in one. So this is my audition tape. It's not a great audition tape, but I'm throwing my hat in the. I don't know what the classic expression. Throw my hat in the ring. I don't know if that's what they say, but I want in. I want to be on. That's my life dream as a kid who was raised by music videos. I want to be in one.
Oh, dude. Okay.
All right. Cool.
Easy. That's definitely not the spot. I thought you were gonna say, like, who do you think you are, Jim Jarmusch?
Oh man, no, nobody's Jim Jarmusch. First of all, like that's you don't compare anybody to that. No, no, dude. No, see, it's because I love all your music videos, and I see you direct a good chunk of them, if not all of them.
A chunk, yeah.
Okay, and I'm always just like. I don't know. I want in, and yeah, that's there. Jim Jarmusch, whatever his name is, he can go suck a rock. I don't know.
Yeah, you can absolutely be in a video. We are shooting one for the next single when I get home, so I expect you on my desk.
Well, okay, maybe not that quick, but I'm just saying, long term, whatever. I'd like to be in one.
I'll see you on Tuesday. No, that's cool. Yeah, we can definitely do that. I think, uh, yeah, I'd love to do some more for this record. I do love music videos.
Yeah.
I still think they're great. I know they're in vogue or not, whatever. I love them. I
Yeah.
watch everybody's video. I just think they're cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll if I had my way, I'll be shooting them until next June. So we'll find something for you.
All right. Well, okay. Well, thank you. I'm already on board. I don't care what you need.
Cool.
I'm a person that will commit as long as there's a camera recording.
Noted.
I would be the perfect jackass person because I just don't care as long as there's something. If they're not filming, then I'm not going to do it. But yeah, whatever. I don't know if that helps or hurts, but who cares?
Yeah.
Um,
Well, dude, we'll figure out something.
but for the people at home who
Yeah.
want to pick up the album, you know, listen to it because, you know, that's what you do. Or just, you know, keep up with what you guys are doing, shows coming up, anything at all. Where can they do all that?
Let's see. So October 17th,
Yes.
second record called Celebrator will be out in the world. It will be on all of our streaming sites. And you can pre-order the album right now at dearboyofficial.com, where I think we have the first pressing. I think we have like 50 left, something around that, like 50, maybe 55 of the clear vinyl with confetti splatter, which I love.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't even believe it's like 3 weeks away that it's coming out. Holy smokes. I didn't even really consider it in my life.
No, you know, I feel like whenever September hits, that's when I feel like, okay, the rest of the year is going to go by real quick because,
Yeah.
you know, it's the end of the year. It's already, we're in November already, you know? It's just like, all right.
Yeah, I know. This whole year has been nuts, but I'm hoping it all slows down because this is my favorite time of year. I'm hoping that these 3 months are like a crawl and I
Yeah.
get to enjoy every second of it. Because, I mean, dude, you only get to put out your sophomore record once. So I'm really trying to enjoy this sophomore slump. It's better. It's the best record we've ever made. I can say that. I think it's the best thing that I've ever been a part of this album. So, and that includes my stint as a human being. So, I think people will like it.
Yeah. Well, I already know people are gonna like. I'm, you know, like I said, I'm a fan and I'm excited for this record. So yeah, you know, I was thinking about this earlier. I don't want to trash one of my favorite bands, but whenever they put out a record, I'm just like, did anybody ask for this? Like, I'm not gonna say their names, but you know, I'm like, do we need this? Like it's almost an album every year. Like, let me breathe.
Man, stop trashing the Eagles.
Oh man.
Yeah, the Doobie Brothers. It's so crazy.
I will not lay off the Doobie.
No, I'm hoping that. I mean, we've had a very strange career. To have only, you know, it's our second LP in 10 years, so it's like it is kind of crazy, but it does feel, as weird as this might sound, but it does feel like we just started our band. So. And I think like with this album, we've really unlocked an interesting place. So there's a lot for us to investigate and for us to make. So we've already started kind of tinkering with the third record. So we're in a really cool zone right now. So yeah, and shows, we're going to be doing some support stuff. We're going to Europe for the first time. We're not going to announce it yet. And then we're doing a Los Angeles belated release show at Zebulon on January 17th, 16th.
Your birthday.
You're going to Yeah, it's my belated birthday. Yeah, I know my own
Yeah.
birthday. um but I think it's the 16th. Yeah, January 16th. So that'll be really, really fun to sort of start the next year, because our next year is going to be our big touring year. So we really want the record to have a long life, so we want to start things off right in 2026.
Yeah. Well, again, I'm always looking forward to more in whatever capacity that is. Music, touring, I don't know, other stuff. But no, thank you for everything, Ben. And yeah, just I hope you, your wife, your puppy are good and keep staying safe and healthy. All right.
Thank you, man. I feel the same about you, and I hope the same for you. And you and I haven't met in person, right? That hasn't happened yet.
It has not happened yet. I feel like it should have happened, but it needs to happen.
I blame myself. So let me just sit with that, and then I'll figure out. Well, when you arrive on my desk on Tuesday afternoon, we'll do it then.
Okay, perfect. Again, this is probably not part of the episode, but when I very rarely get jealous. Of course, like I said, I was jealous of your musical ability and your comedy's chops. But when I saw a photo of you and Matt Gorley, I'm like, why am I jealous of Matt Gorley now? Because, like. Sure, he works with Conan. That's cool and something I would love to do. But he's talking with you and making you laugh? That's frustrating towards me. I'm like...
Please keep this in. Matt Gorley and I have been friends now for like 12 years.
Okay, all right.
Love Matt Gorley.
Yeah.
Our wives played basketball together on the Pistol Shrimps.
Yes.
And that is how we met. And we've had some very funny times, he and I. But he is the best. And he tickles me. Mark McConville too. Like, funniest dudes. Yeah. I just love him so much. But yeah, if we had time, I would try to get Matt on the phone right now. So
nah, don't. He's probably doing. I don't know.
I don't know what he's doing. He has time for us.
Oh man. But again, yeah. Again, thank you for everything, and enjoy the leaves. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. Enjoy. I don't know. Finding your religion, your happy place. I don't know.
Thank you. One of those things will happen. I don't know which one, but I will make sure that I'll try and send you some leaves. I don't know if that's allowed in the mail.
I mean, if it's within the United States, I feel like it'd be fine. I don't know.
I think fallen leaves can cross state lines, but if they can, too sweet.
But again, I'll let you go. Thank you again, sir. You're good. Oh, you're a gentleman and a scholar. I'll just say that.
I'm working on one of those. But thank you, man. I really appreciate you being so kind to me over the years too. Like it's awesome.
Like I said, like I don't know. The older I get, the more I have just learned to like cherish creativity and creative people. So that's kind of like, you're one of the most creative people I've met. So like, yeah, why wouldn't I want to support that?
Thank you, man. That means a lot to me. And I I will send you the album now so that you can, you can tell me what you think.
Will do. Will do. I'm not going to cry, am I?
You might.
Oh man. Okay. I am a crier.
So am I.
But it'll be whatever. It'll probably be happy tears. Who knows?
Well, you'll report back, and then I'll see you Tuesday.
All right. Sounds good. See you later, boss.
You too, boss. Thanks so much, Chris.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.